The word Durga means invincible, beyond, unassailable. It is related to the Sanskrit word Durg meaning fortress, something that cannot be breached. Some historians believe Durga is an ancient goddess from the Himalayan region and the Vindhyachal mountains, who in time became popular across India. In the Mahabharata, we find Lord Krishna advising Arjuna to worship goddess Durga for protection before his epic battle against Karna. In the Devi Mahatyam, which is the main text that brings us the story of Durga's emergence at an ancient time, the gods were being harassed by a powerful Asura army led by a shapeshifter known as Mahisasura, the buffalo demon. The gods, led by Brahma, went to Shiva and Vishnu and complained about the atrocities of the Asura, asking for a solution. It was in that moment, in that august gathering, a light issued forth from all the gods and merged into a huge mountain of flames that permeated the three plains with its divine luster. This fire took the form of a Devi and became known across all creation as Durga, the Shakti that is unfathomable. Her face was formed by the light that came out of Shiva. Yama's radiance formed her hair, Vishnu's power animated her arms, the moon god's soft light created her breasts, Varuna's power made her legs, and the earth created her hips. Brahma formed her feet, Surya her toes, and the 8 Vasus made her fingers, and from Kubera's light her nose took shape. Prajapati's luster created her teeth, Agni's brilliance became her eyes, dawn and dusk her eyebrows, and the wind god shaped her ears. Bowing respectfully to the Supreme Mahashakti, the gods offered their weapons to her for the upcoming battle. From his own Trishula, Shiva created a new Trishula and gave it to her. Vishnu gave his Sudarshan Chakra, Varuna his conch, Agni his spear. Vayu presented his bow and 2 quivers full of arrows. Indra presented his thunderbolt along with a bell and the elephant Airavat. Yama gave her his staff of death, and Varuna, lord of waters, presented a nose. Brahma then gave his mala and a kamandulu. Surya bestowed the power of its sunlight onto every pore of her skin. Kala, the lord of time, presented the supreme Devi with a kharga and a shining shield. The ocean of milk in the skies presented her with a necklace of flawless pearls, ever-new garments, a celestial crest jewel, earrings, armlets, a pair of shining anklets, a necklace beyond compare, and jeweled rings for all her fingers. Vishwakarma, the architect, now fashioned a gleaming axe, additional weapons, and an impenetrable armor. Garlands of unfading lotuses were bestowed by the ocean, and a magnificent lotus to carry in her hand, while Himalaya, the king of mountains, presented her with a lion as Vahana. Now Kubera came and gave her a wine cup brimming with a divine intoxicant, while Sheshnaga, upholder of the universe, offered a garland made of snakes and innumerable precious jewels called Nagmani. Thus honored by the gods, this Mahashakti roared with defiant laughter which filled the entire skies like the sound of furious echoing thunderclaps. The world shook, oceans churned, and mountains heaved, and the gods shouted in joy, and the rishis sang her praises invoking her protection, victory to the lion-mounted Devi. This is how goddess Durga came into being. In the original Shakta theology, she is not the wife of Shiva, rather she is beyond all devatas. Every being from the great gods to the asuras to an ant is animated by her power, and in this sense she is known as Adya, the source from which everything has come into being. However, the nature of Shakti is so volatile and powerful and infinite that without a serious spiritual anchor it is impossible for ordinary humans to commune with her. This is where Shiva became important, and over time it became customary to do Upasana of Shiva too whenever a sadhaka engages in the Upasana of Shakti. Another name for Durga is Chandi. The word Chandi comes from the root which means she who cannot be tamed by any rules or restrictions. Chandi is a warrior goddess. Without her blessings, no battle can be won, ever. That is why Krishna asked Arjuna to worship Durga before his fight with Karna. Chandi sadhana is not easy, but it can bring both material and spiritual benefits to an upasaka, especially when there are insurmountable problems. Then Chandi sadhana is advised in the tantras. Not just for individuals, but specialized sadhanas like Navachandi, Shatachandi, Shastra-chandi are done for protection of an area from the most difficult of problems. Of course, like in all sadhana, the result depends a lot on the sincerity, devotion and concentration of those participating instead of merely a mechanical performance. या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः।